And welcome back, everybody. This is None Defense, host of this YouTube channel and co-leader of the team Still Unboomable. Of course, our leader is Miss Boom Bitch Angie. I guess I should shout out our other leaders. That's Braun. Let me pull him up. Mr. Braun Soon with 580 victory points. Good job. Impressive, sir. And Mr. Nick Hill with 561. And of course, here I am way down here with 396. Now, what's up with that? Let's talk about that for just a moment. I justify that by the fact that you guys know on the team know that I keep myself pretty busy boom wise, and I spread myself pretty thin, and it's not just on players here. As you know, I'm out there recruiting, I'm out there trying to do these videos, messaging. I'm pretty involved. Plus, like you guys, I also have a life, so that's how I justify the fact that none is where none is, and it just doesn't bother me. It's like I look at you guys and I applaud you. I try to keep none at the top, up here, at least up here, but whatever, other things going on, no big deal. Now, since this is technically how we beat Foxtrot in 26 attacks, part 2. And I did the last video, and I totally forgot to, a bunch of things happened. One, I forgot to show you any replays on, what was it low point? Yeah, I forgot to show you replays on low point, so we want to start there. So we're going to look for low point. Oh, and I forgot to show replays of the other one. Was that quick charge, assembly, quick charge, ribbon cable. Okay, so we're looking at low point and ribbon cable this video. So this was Ali is the first attack. He's let's see, his history with the team is he was with us for a little while as a low level. Felt kind of and if I'm wrong on this, somebody tell me, but felt kind of intimidated by just the skill level and the coordination. And I don't know, he kind of went his own way and got really damn good at the game, quite frankly. And then he came back and showed us his stuff, and we're like, dude, you're like really good, like, psh, awesome. So good job, Ali. So let me speed this up. So he just went in Zukas. When we see this particular base, there's often like some stuff over here happening, like some rockets and stuff like that really slows you down. When we saw this setup, we were just like, psh, oh, okay, easy. And not because we're super skilled, it's just it wasn't that hard of a layout. So if you're watching this video, I've been accused of sounding snarky. No, I don't mean to sound snarky. It's my accent. It's the way I inflect words. It's certainly not intentional. I just mean it looked really easy compared to the nightmare that it has proven itself to be. So what was that on? That was, we just talked about this low point. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, so then Bronze Emmett went on low point? I don't remember this. Oh yeah, I do remember this. So he dropped over here. His goal was to warrior this, and this. That was his, main objective. And remember, if you're watching this video and you've never seen us before, if you've never played with us, or I've never recruited on your team or even visited your team, and there is a difference between a team visit and a team recruit. One, I'm just there to visit, hang out, just see what's going on. It's fun. I like it. But anyway, so whenever we see this, or whenever we attack, we just think of the little missions. We don't think about the big mission. Like, we know who's going to win in whatever the situation. We'll say, oh, the wind's going to be from here, the wind's going to be from here, the wind's going to be from here. Whatever it's going to be. So when we do the attacks, we're not looking for just go out and destroy as much as you can. That's not our gig. Our gig is do this, destroy this, and then the next guy destroy this. And then if we keep doing that, we've proven that things just fall apart, and it's fun. It's fun to just watch things fall. It's fun to watch us fail too, particularly me. I have a lot of failed attacks, so and I do on this one, and I can't wait to show it to you just to prove how humble I am. So this was Nala, and this was driven by me. This is Nala NPA, standing for Nuns Personal Army. Okie dokie, so nothing fancy here. I'm just going to go grab there. I didn't see a need to smoke here. Just shock, because I wasn't getting like the win here, the super thing. Maybe I should have smoked, whatever. I just saw it just the way I saw it is the sooner I start bombing, the better. But maybe I should have dropped smoke so they get that big explosive impact. you know, but whatever, we're here now. So that was Nala, but that was not my fail. Oh, I have a fail. This is Bron's partial, so this is another attack by Bron. I used to have a lot more accounts that Angie and I would run together, and I would do my best to keep up with them. And then one day when Bron joined, and you know, it took a little time. We got him really where he was comfortable with us. We were comfortable with him. He understood what we were trying to achieve here, and he was wanting to create a second account because he saw how much fun I was having with multiple accounts. And I was like, dude, please, by all means, take some of these off of my hands. Like, I'm glad to have them. It's nice to have that control, but man, sometimes it is a headache. You know, just not just swapping accounts, but just having to think about it, and just sometimes you just want to watch somebody else do the work. Damn it. So this was Fancy Pants. This was my epic fail. This was my wooden spoon. So proud of it. I went in. My goal was to. I was gonna position. I should have done a lot better, but should have positioned over here, flared this, shock, take it out, then reflare over here, let them walk up, get the win. That's what I should have done. What actually happened was, well, it wasn't that. It was kind of this. Like, why did I don't know. Like, for some reason in my mind, I saw that needed to go. But I bombed it and took it out, so whatever. I guess something productive happened. Yeah, it was awesome. So that was terrible. And let's see, and then so that was on Fancy Pants, and then Irvin, who is Hillbilly, that's Hillbilly's second account. Well, he's got a few accounts. This was one of the original me accounts. Like, I created this account, then I was one of the ones that I gave to Bron, and then Bron gave it to HB, and you know, maybe one day HB will give it to somebody or something, you know, like whatever, man. We're just having fun and just happy to be all cool with each other and friends and hang out and make fun of each other. It's awesome. Now, I promised last video that I wasn't going to make fun of Bronson at all, and I failed, like, just right out the gate. So this time I'm going to do better. So great job, Irvin. Oh, live attacks. We love watching live attacks. So this is Twisted Tea on a training base. He's trying to Smokey Zuka back there. Let's see how he did. Well, it looked like it went terrible, but in that we're going to watch this replay. I don't know what he did, but I want to say thanks for practicing. Twisted, thanks for practicing. Remember, I'm a terrible typer. I never promised to be a good typer when I started these videos. I promised to be a decent boomer, but I prefer to think of myself as not a super skilled boomer as much as like the mad scientist of the Boom Beach world. Like, I relate with Dr. T. Like, I get it. When Dr. T comes, I'm like, dude, me and you were on the same level. Now, he takes the villain approach. I prefer the hero approach. I equate, you know, that, but you know, that's what I like. I like being the mad scientist. It's fun. So let's watch Twisted's attack real quick on the assembly, just to watch his practice. So Twisted, I'm going to have you watch this video. Oh, and I owe you a video. I got to get him another video. I've been very busy with this week. I owe him a video on his last attack about what he could have done better. So we're going to watch this, and we'll just watch it in double time. So I love how you're flaring the corner, Twisted. I love that. Thank you so much. Perfect. Flare here, flare here, flare here. Okay, all right. I'll take it. Flare here. All right. Flare here. Flare. Oh, yes. Yes, Twisted. Yes. Oh, man, he has got it. He has got it. He didn't have the gunboat. He didn't have everything he needed. He's not a super strong player, but that was what we were talking about. Okay, I'm going to compliment him, you know, in chat. Much better. Later. I'll tell him now. That was amazing. That was an amazing effort. Amazing effort. Okay. So, and this is how I talk to my guys. I just tell them what I see, and if I saw bullshit, excuse the language, I'll tell them, like, hey, that was bullshit. And it was an amazing effort. If you had the GBE, you would have won. Great job. and I mean that. Like, that is important for me. It's like, that was it. Like, man, Angie's busy right now, but when she gets a chance, I'm going to make sure she knows that Twisted did an outstanding job there. Okay, so we were still looking at attack. So Irvin beat low points. Now we got to talk about ribbon cable. Okay, ribbon cable. Alright, Bronson, you know, he loves his level 6 Scorchers. He's a madman. We don't believe in brute strength tactics typically, but when it's time to use them, you know, and use them well. That's the thing. It's like, when you need brute strength, then use it. But when you can use, you know, it's a little bit of brain work, a little bit of craftiness, a little bit of cleverness to achieve a better result, then, man, then you're on to something. And that's the foundation that our team was built on. One of the things that people who played with us for a long time, what they enjoy. You know, it's just the communication, and that's it. It's not that we're doing anything brilliant as much as we're taking the 5 minutes needed to have a conversation on the subject. So, and this was just a pure brute strength attack. I love, you know, I don't compliment brute strength attacks very much. They deserve, you know, how do I say this? Like, they deserve recognition for having an account that's super strong. Like, hey, good job, you having a super strong account. You know, but when it's just brute strength attacks, it's like, hey, you know, good job. You know, you pushed a 10-year-old over. Awesome. But Bronson's really awesome as a player, and I'm not going to make fun of him. Not even once. Not once in this entire video. And there's no need to, because why would I? And then he ran Bronson's Richards. This is another one of his accounts. Alrighty. So, and now he's just going to run over here, set that. He set all that up for an all-Zuka approach, and we're watching a fast time. There's the corners. Remember, guys, you're watching these videos. Notice how we're always, when, you know, the leaders and the really high-skilled, and I'm using the finger quotes, excuse me, when the high-skilled members of the team are flaring, notice how we're always flaring walls, flaring corners. Then there's a reason we're doing that. We're not doing that on accident. So if you don't know, if we haven't bitched at you about the importance of corner flaring, you know, here it is, 101. Thank you, Bronson, for showing off exactly what I'm talking about. Corner flaring is so huge. Absolutely. Absolutely, it's huge. Great job, Bron. So I'm going to go ahead and just, you know, watch the rest of it. Even though we see what's happening, he's just zuking and stuff. You know, bam. Like, awesome. Isn't that weird how even though you outrange flamethrowers, and even if you flare perfectly and they still walk up to them, there's always going to be like one or two that have to go and stand in range? That's just how that goes. So, okay. So that was Bronze Richard. And none defense, what was that? Ribbon cable. So, okay, so Bronze Richard went ahead and opened that up. And Nick, our man in India, who really, he's the one who came to this team and just like, guys, you have to do the Smoky Zukas. You don't have to do it all the time, you know, all that stuff, but when it's time, do it. And he was right, you know, he's like, you know, you're right. When it's time to use the Smoky Zuka, it is time to use the Smoky Zuka, you know, or just the regular old Zuka, even if you don't need smoke. We like to set things up where possible to where we don't need smoke. You know, that just makes the winning shot that much easier, obviously. But, you know, when we need smoke, we're getting better at it. We're getting much better at it as a team. So, and this is just, you know, you just overpower it with Zukas, and there's just nothing, even that high health of a shield generator, there's just nothing in the world that could be done to stop that. So, okay, so he's going to get the win, so good job. So we discussed ribbon cable, we discussed, that's it, we're done. We have covered them all. So in the last video, I covered how we got to this point on these 3 other bases, and in this video, we've covered this, and we looked at Twisted's practice run, and which we thought was awesome. Since we're looking at it, sorry, Monkers. I know. Monkers did not have a great run, but I feel like, all in all, he did okay. Should have flared here. Okay. Could have saved that smoke. He flared over here at this point, then flare here. Good job. Now flare here. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Okay. You're doing good so far. And then it kind of went wrong there. You see there was a little gap there. and I say this from experience, I got killed on that same freaking flamethrower on an all rifle run. Same thing, but my gap was on the other side. But a gap is a gap when a flamethrower is involved. So that's it. So the reason I have it, even though we haven't technically beaten it, reason the video is named we've beaten it in 26 attacks is because once we decided to open this up for training and to open this up for Protect the Core, we already knew we only needed 2 more attacks. Wolf and Ken on this one, and UD 2 attacks. UD on this one. UD and Nick 2, Nick's second account, which is also coming quite strong. So 2 attacks. Plus at that point when Irvin took this down, so that was 20. So take away 7. I'm terrible at this. That was 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 27. So that was at 22. So 22 plus 4, yep, 26. So that's how I have come up with the math. Since we only needed it, that's why I'm going to go ahead and cheat and say we did it, even though we had technically didn't. But I think the video shows that we were clearly well on pace to beat it in less than 30, certainly. So that's it. I want to thank everybody so much for taking the time to watch this video. For everyone on our team, thank you so much for taking the time to take advantage of these training opportunities. You know, think about this. If I have to brag about the team in one thing, I've got to brag about this. We started Foxtrot, which from on our skill level, finger quote, skill level, it was, you know how it would go like easy, normal, hard, impossible. Well, this was the second hard, okay? Second hard. We started it, and halfway through we were like, okay, let's just train and let's play Protect the Core, because what else are we gonna do when we're this far ahead? So that's through good communication, good teamwork, and a little bit of luck, and of course fairly easy layouts today. So all my disclaimers are out of the way. Truth is, we suck, and Bronson is mostly to blame. Oh, damn it, I almost did it. Alright, well, sorry, Bron. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please remember we are still unboomable, and as always, please be safe. Thank you.